Welcome to Driving Up Sales. I'm Peter Drankolich, and as always, you guys are fantastic. I'm going to talk today about leadership development and coaching. You know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but in the car business, you do have to teach these old dogs to stop using tricks. Our leadership development programs build management teams based on the principles of character ethics. We build and train the 7 habits that create highly effective managers and leaders. When managers become leaders, they understand the importance of performance indexes. Because they have a fundamental understanding, they quickly implement measurement tools and the right policies that maximize productivity. Measuring and understanding the right indexes allows for better decision making and better employee training. It strengthens the foundation and develops the core principles that becomes your dealership's culture. Remember how we came to be in the car business? It's obvious that we're not doctors or lawyers, yet we can earn as much money or more than professions that require huge financial and educational investments. We learn everything on our own, and that does say a lot about who we are. We learn from what we saw, what we heard, what we were told to do, and in some cases we even found books and training camps. Mostly over a period of time, we just came to figure it all out. This is what makes us so thick-headed about learning new ways to do business. Our attitude usually reflects our journey. It leaves us saying, "Train me? Now? That I finally figured it all out? No thanks." In your dealership, leadership positions have to have more substance than egotistical bravado. I will be the first to say a lot of things we learned were wrong. When I started 17 years ago, I was trained to ask people if they were planning on wasting my time. I was taught to shake hands on a deal and then go back and ask for more. When CSI came about, I was trained to fill out the paperwork so the blank survey would get to our P.O. box. I was always criticized and never encouraged. Weakness was for civilians, not car guys, I was told. The really sad part is, if you think this isn't still happening, you're very mistaken. If you think this isn't happening in your dealership right now, you're sadly mistaken. It may or may not be widespread, but I can guarantee you someone in your store is doing one of these things as you watch this segment. Why? Well, it's simple. It's much easier to quick fix than to culturally change. A cultural change requires long-term thinking and solutions. More than that, it requires an investment in willingness and an open mind to new things and a commitment to being coached. How many of us out there have the character ethic principle to say, "That was wrong, I'm going to change. I will become proactive and place my integrity and honesty above all else. I will begin with the end in mind and treat my customers how they want to be treated." They will then volunteer referrals, a perfect CSI score, regardless of any problems that they encountered, and a loyalty towards me and my dealership. I will prioritize the first steps and continue until I have the right methods in place instead of old tricks. I will always create a win-win situation with everyone I deal with. Before I'm understood, I will seek to understand. I will infect everyone around me with synergy instead of negativity. I will never let my tools become dull. I will forever sharpen my saw. Not many. Why not? It takes great strength and character to admit you need help. Guidance to allow someone else to coach you through some of the things that you still have left to figure out. When you hired or promoted your executive management team, when was the first time you sent your GSM for training? When did you send your GM to a leadership seminar? When was the last time you had someone train your desk manager on different techniques or skills? Have you ever sent your closer to a closing workshop? Or are they just all still figuring it out? Driving Up Sales believes in teaching self-sufficiency. To be cost-effective, we look to utilize, restructure, measure, and then enhance. Anything out of that order becomes an inefficient use of capital and resources. Learning to do a single skill perfectly without a foundation is just a quick fix. Call me right now, 508-404-3231, for our leadership development and coaching. I have cost-effective methods to get your team of characters into a team of character. Again, thank you for watching. Remember, the only thing that's stopping you is you. Keep driving up sales.